Hello everyone and welcome to a new series on the channel. It's one I'm really looking forward to, which I don't know how it's going to go down with a lot of people, but as you'll be able to tell from the title and as you'll be able to tell from the screen here, we are taking over as the England national manager. Now, this is a save that I do every single year on Football Manager, and because I'm now on YouTube, I feel like it's something that I wanted to do and to bring to you to show you how I want things to be done within the national team and how I would like England to play as a whole. So we have replaced Roy Hodgson and we're on 59 grand a week in terms of an actual salary, which is quite nice. I wouldn't mind being on that kind of money myself. And yeah, as I said, I'm really looking forward to. Now, a lot of people may well have seen the title and thought, I'm not watching a national save, this is just going to be boring. Some people may well have clicked onto it right now and be thinking, I'm probably still not going to watch it. But as I said, this is something I want to do. It's something I'm really, really fond of. And normally what I do is I actually manage all of the home nations all in one go, just so that it kind of slows down the process of being a national manager. Because let's face it, obviously with the few games that you do have, sometimes being an international manager can be very dull. But I've decided that, as I said, I want to bring this to you guys and show you some of the players that I feel should be in the national team ahead of some of those who don't truly deserve to be in the national side. And quite frankly, I think a lot of people feel the same as I do. It is more about the club you pay for and your reputation ahead of the actual form and how well you're doing for your club. For example, the classic case at the moment of Wayne Rooney constantly being in the national team, the likes of Danny Welbeck, Jack Wilshere. I mean, Gary Cahill is another one that pops to mind who I'm not a massive fan of. I don't think he's that great a player, but, you know, it's people like that that continue to get into the national team ahead of others who are performing really well for their club who don't get the chance. So, as you'll be able to see from here, the expectation of the FA is for us to easily qualify from the group. As things stand on that, I believe we're currently sitting in top position. Let's see if we can try and find out. Yeah, so far, 6 games played, and we've drawn 1. Well, you know, what is up to this certain point on the game, there's been drawn 1. And Switzerland are, closely behind us, but realistically we should quite easily comfortably qualify from this group. Now, in this particular episode, I'm going to be bringing you the first 2 matches, which is San Marino and Slovenia. It's a chance for some of the people who don't normally get into the squad to shine. So what I'm going to do now is remove all of the players from the current squad, and what I'll do for you now is I'm just going to holiday a little bit in advance, and we're going to get to the point of the first game and see what we can do from there. Show you some of the players we picked in the squad, and yeah, as I said, hopefully get ourselves off to 2 good wins to put us in a decent position in terms of qualifying for the group. As I said, I hope you guys really jump on board with this series. The aim of it is to try and do as well as we can in the Euros and have a really, really successful World Cup campaign. Semi-finals is an absolute minimum for both competitions. No excuses. And as I said, something that I hope you can get on board with. So I'll see you all in a few seconds for the first match of England manager. So we are now at the point of game day, and I just wanted to show you some of the players that I have left out and explain some of the reasons why I've left certain people out. You'll be able to see here that from some of the lists, for example, obviously Theo Walcott, Danny Welbeck, Jack Wilshere, they're all injured at the moment, and to be honest, with somebody like Jack Wilshere, you do have to question whether or not he could just walk back into the national team. I know he is a decent player, but I mean, just because of his reputation, he gets to just come straight back into the team. I mean, what does he offer, for example, Arsenal, that is different than anybody else at the moment? You can't really say that he brings an awful lot to the table other than his passion. For example, obviously some of the other players on there, Danny Welbeck, who doesn't score an awful lot of goals for his country. Theo Walcott is exactly the same. Sorry, for a club rather, not country. Danny Welbeck scores a lot for his country. But you know, there's some other players in here. For example, Wayne Rooney. I'm not overly impressed with Wayne Rooney this season. Quite frankly, he doesn't deserve the opportunity. And the fact that he's still on 235 grand a week is an absolute joke and shambolic in terms of sort of like football as a whole. Adam Lallana, don't rate him at all. Don't think he's that decent of a player. Liverpool have completely ruined what any ability he did have. James Milner, do not rate him at all. Yeah, granted he runs around for 90 minutes like a headless chicken, but I don't rate him one little bit. And there's people like Ashley Young who are down here. For example, Jesse Lingard doesn't deserve to be anywhere near the squad. Andros Townsend, etc, etc. So, what does the squad look like? Well, this is the starting 11 that I've decided to go for today's game. So we've got Joe Hart in goal, Nathaniel Klein, John Stone, Smalling and Shaw. That for me is a back four that I think can lead us to some sort of glory. You'll be able to see obviously Leighton Baines isn't in there. He's currently injured at the moment, but again I think he's one of those people who's not having a great time of things as things stand, so it doesn't deserve to be around the team. Eric Dyer, Danny Drinkwater, who has been playing amazingly and an unsung hero for Leicester. I think he's played superbly well this year. Dele Alli, Ross Barkley, with two up top, which is Harry Kane and Jamie Vardy. Now, for that means we're going to be playing in a diamond formation to begin with, but some of the people that we have got in on the bench, for the likes of, for example, Mikel Antonio, who has been a revelation for West Ham this year, he's going to be in the squad. Raheem Sterling, we've got Oxlade-Chamberlain, so we've got wingers to be able to change the formation if we want to. Now, Saido Berahino, the situation with him at West Brom is just an ugly one, but I do honestly believe that if he was in the West Brom team week in, week out, he'd get in the England team as well. And I'm looking to the future. So, 22 years old, perfect opportunity for somebody like him. And then I've put in the people like James Ward-Prowse, I think is developing really nicely at Southampton. Mark Noble, who should have been in the England squad a long time ago, really, really good player. Aaron Cresswell, Brendan Galloway, Scott Dan, who's performed amazingly for Crystal Palace, is in the side. Kieran Trippier, if you watch my Spurs save, you know how highly I rate Mr. Trippier. And Jack Butland, obviously, in a few years is going to be contesting Joe Hart really, really toughly for the number one spot. But Joe Hart gets his place for today's game. Now, we play Lithuania, and then we play San Marino. Now, the Lithuania game, I'm going to put out the strong team. San Marino, we're going to mix things around, put out a completely different 11 and see how we do. But this feels like possibly the longest intro to a video ever. So let's get into the match against Lithuania and see how we get on. So here we go. We've kicked off and already Chris Paul has given the ball away. So not a good start from us. However, as I said, I want to see how this team does in these sort of like opening few matches, and particularly with this formation, because I think it's something that England should adopt. Harry Kane with an early shot and it gets blocked. As I said, this diamond formation I really think can work because it's going to bring out the best in our fullbacks, because we've got some amazing fullbacks coming through the systems at the moment, and we're 1-0 down. Shit. What an awful start to this series. A corner comes in and we're 1-0 down. God's sake. So here it comes. Corner ball in. Guy leaps up. Joe Hart. Poor keeping from him. And we're 1-0 down. We've got to get a good reply from this. Little mini team talk of show some passion has been barked out on the sidelines from us. Just not been good enough so far. So, 35 minutes into the game and we're finally on the attack. There's been nothing really happening during that highlight. Jamie Vardy goes for goal and it's well over. So, not good enough from the boys so far. We just haven't been able to create a proper opening chance. So, Danny Drinkwater collects the ball, plays it to Harry Kane, plays a lovely ball to Jamie Vardy. He's one-on-one with the keeper. He hits the post. Oh, Jamie Vardy. That was your chance, son. Right, proper lay into them at half time. Where is your passion, lads? Do you even want to win this? So, 60 minutes in, I'm just going to make a couple of substitutions now. Trippier on for Nathaniel Klein, who's not having a good game. And I want to give... Let's give Oxlade-Chamberlain a go in the middle there. advanced playmaker support. Hopefully he can create something in that middle that Ross Barkley, unfortunately in this game, just hasn't been able to do. Kieran Trippier with the... Oh, yes, what a free kick. I'd probably say you have to question the goalkeeper there, but I'm going to set some instructions, or some team talks rather, to push forward now. Let's have a look. Aggressive or passionately. I'm going to say push forward now, boys. Come on. I'm going to make a couple of subs. Well, I'm going to make a sub in a minute. I'm going to take off Harry Kane, who hasn't had a particularly great game. But here's the Kieran Trippier goal. Nice free kick. The keeper's already behind his line before he even attempted to make a save of it. Yeah, just poor from their goalkeeper. But Kieran Trippier comes on off the bench and gets himself a goal. So, 75 minutes in and another highlight here. So, a long goal kick by them. We need to win the ball back quickly. So, Oxlade-Chamberlain intercepts it, but unfortunately he can't hold on to it. They're passing around quite nicely now. We need to get a foothold on this. Luke Shaw up to Harry Kane. What can he do now? We're tackled again. Can't keep hold of the ball. Kieran Trippier's bombing up. There, he wins the ball. Well, that's why I love Kieran Trippier. What a man. Drinkwater to Chamberlain. Through to Jamie Vardy. Goal! Is it offside? It's not offside. Yes, 2-1. Get in. Great teamwork goal there. Harry Kane. Dele Alli knocks it down to Drinkwater, to Chamberlain. Lovely little through ball. And Jamie Vardy does what Jamie Vardy does best. Gets on the end of it. 2-1 up. I thought we were going to start this with a bad result. Can't count my chickens too early, but this is looking like we are going to start off our England campaign with a win. By no means convincing, but a win is a win. So, Trippier to Dyer. I've said that far too many times in my life. Drinkwater to Dyer to Trippier, who's on the right side. Great ball in. Jamie Vardy taps home, and that's 3-1. Jamie Vardy with his second goal of the game, and Kieran Trippier has come on to change this match. That man is a legend. He's my FM legend. Best right back I've ever had on this game. Puts in a delicious ball. There is Jamie Vardy. 3-1. Thank you very much. So, injury time is just winding down now. Danny Drinkwater is just going to put the ball in. It looks like it's going to be cleared, but we win 3-1. As I said, I've said it before in this episode, not convincing at all with this game, but we've come from 1-0 down to win 3-1. Jamie Vardy gets man of the match with his 2 goals, but to be honest, my man of the match by a mile is Kieran Trippier. He has performed so well in that game. We're going to go forward only 3 days to the San Marino match, change the team around, have a little bit of look at the formation, see what we can do, and as I said, hopefully get ourselves another win, get us a few more goals, and hopefully have a better performance than what that was, because that first half was shocking. I'll see you all in a few seconds. Okay, so here we are for the second match against San Marino. Completely different 11 than what was started in the previous game. We're going to go with Jack Butland in goal. Trippier, Dan, Galloway, Cresswell, Noble, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Ward-Prowse in the middle, Raheem Sterling, Mikel Antonio, and Berahino up top. Time to change it around, give some of these guys their debut, get themselves some international experience. Just show me what you can do. I know it's only San Marino, but it's an opportunity for the likes of Antonio, especially people like Noble, to prove that they deserve their chance. And as I said, hopefully in this match we can get a good result, lots of goals, good play in terms of possession, and yeah, let's just see how we get on. So, Raheem Sterling now, we're still on the first highlight of the game, and is Berahino after 45 seconds, we're 1-0 up. The highlight just kept on going from the opening kickoff, and I did think maybe we should start chatting about it, but 45 seconds in and we've already got a goal. Get in. So Sterling just running at the defence, plays a nice ball over to Antonio, but before he even gets there, defender tries to head it, but he only heads it inside to Berahino, who taps home to make it 1-0. Not even a minute gone on the clock. What a start. Second highlight of the match, and Ward-Prowse plays a nice ball up to Berahino, who's just going to take on his man. Skips past him. Is there anybody in the box? He plays it over to Sterling. Is headed out. Cresswell. Oh, what a hit. What a hit by Aaron Cresswell. That's 2-0. Berahino with a decent ball over. It's cleared only as far as Cresswell on the volley. Keeper potentially should have done better, but 2-0. Another highlight here. So Mark Noble picks it up in the middle. A little bit of ping pong action in there, but Berahino picks it up. Plays a good ball over to Antonio, who runs at his marker, but he gets tackled. And San Marino are going to clear. Can they get anywhere with it? He's been closed down. Plays it off to the left-hand side. So we're closing them down quite nicely at the moment, but they're still passing it around really well. Ward-Prowse intercepts it though. Plays it to Cresswell. Over the top to Berahino. Poor marking from the San Marino guy. And it's 3-0. Berahino with his second goal of the game. 3-0 after 14 minutes. This video was already taking a long time. It's going to take even longer now. There's going to be so many highlights in this game. Just ridiculous. Berahino comfortably slots past the goalkeeper before he could even react. 3-0 up. Oxlade-Chamberlain's in the middle now. Plays over to Sterling. Good ball across. Antonio, there it is. There's the goal that we thought was coming. Mikel Antonio gets his first goal for England. Superb assist, as they say, according to Football Manager, from Raheem Sterling. To be honest, the marking from San Marino, as we all know would be, is absolutely appalling. But Antonio's there at the back post to make it 4-0. 26 minutes rather on the clock. I'm annoyed at myself that I brought this game live, because that another goal, 5-0, is getting ridiculous now. But I really just want to thrash these like 10-0, just like really put in a big statement. We're here and this is what we're going to do. We're going to score goals. We're going to score plenty of goals. We're going to show no mercy. I really just want to send out a statement to the rest of Europe coming up to these qualifiers that we mean business. Antonio here to Berahino, 6-0 before half time. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Keep piling the goals on, guys. Keep scoring goals. Keep attacking. Antonio plays a nice little dink ball. Nice little pass here to Berahino, who just coolly slots home. 6-0. As I said, keep it going. Keep it going. So, Antonio on the attack now. Plays up to Berahino. Through again. 7-0. Berahino has got what? I don't know how many goals in this game. Doesn't even matter. A nice ball through. Goalkeeper doesn't react. Defender doesn't know what to do. Berahino absolutely slams home. 7-0 up. I don't ever think I've seen a player on a perfect 10 rating, but Saido Berahino is on a 10 out of 10. He's going to get himself another goal here. You can just sense it. Yep, there it is. 8-0. Berahino is the scorer again. 47 minutes on the clock and it's 8-0. Berahino, just literally every chance. It's just a simple ball over the top that we're doing. And Berahino's just there to tap in. This, for San Marino's point, is a disaster. Look at that. 6 goals for Berahino, a 10 rating. Perfection. Trippier, long ball up to Antonio. He's on the right hand side now. Put the ball into the box. Berahino, it's a foul. We have a penalty. 52 minutes gone. We have a penalty. Can we make it 9-0? Is that Mr. Captain? Mr. Noble steps up. Decent penalty. Top left hand corner. No mistake by Mark Noble. And we're 9-0 up. Happy days. So next highlight of the game now. Mark Noble plays it up to Berahino, who plays it back to Trippier. He's dropping deep now to come and collect the ball. Antonio's on the right hand side. Plays it forward to Sterling. In at the back post. That makes it 10. England 10. San Marino 0. It's an absolute annihilation of the minnows from San Marino. Just, I mean, obviously the result is expected. I'm not, let's just forget about that. 10 goals in a football match, regardless of the opposition, is still a decent thing. I'm more than happy with that. I'm not even going to make any subs. I'm just going to let this team run its course. They're playing well. No need to make any substitutions. I don't want to ruin any of the flow. I'm quite happy with how things are going. You all know me from my Spurs saves. I love making my subs, but I'm quite happy with how things are at the moment. Sterling makes it 11. Decent ball in by Antonio. Nothing more to say. If you're still watching at this point in the video, you're probably thinking his enthusiasm is completely gone. Well, in this game, I'm quite happy just to keep scoring goals, but I don't want to make a big deal out of it, because what's the point of making a big deal against San Marino? No disrespect to them, if I ever have anybody watching from San Marino, but this is to be expected. Scott Dann gets in on the act, 12-0. Scott Dann with his first goal for England. Well done, lad. I'd love somebody like a Scott Dann as my centre-back for Norwich. Yeah, hi, can I be put through to Alex Neil, please? Thank you. Yeah, hi, Alex. This is DJam FM. DJam FM? You know, the guy who makes YouTube videos? No, okay, you haven't heard of me. Anyway, there's a defender called Scott Dann who plays for Crystal Palace. I really think you should get some of your scouts in on to look at him. Hello? Hello? No, he hung up. So there we are. Full time. 12-0. Really well played from the lads. 10 rating from Berahino. Look at all those 9 ratings. Jack Butland had absolutely sod all to do, but as said, that sends out a statement to the rest of the world that we mean business. Our backup team means business. We're still 2 points clear. Obviously, the Switzerland national team are obviously still winning as well. Let's have a look at their result. Yeah, 1-0 against Estonia. That's the big game that we're going to have to look out for. So in the next match, or the next episode, I'm going to be bringing you the Estonia and the Slovenia games. I'm still trying to organise another friendly to go alongside the Sweden match, but I'm probably going to have to play someone really, really bad because the quality of opposition that are left is just shocking. But Estonia and Slovenia are going to be the next games. I hope you've enjoyed episode 1. As I said, this is a save I do all the time. I really hope that people can get on board with it. It's just a bit of fun. Nothing too serious. I want to pick the players for the England national squad that I feel deserve the chance to get in there, not just based on reputation. Please leave a like, please comment, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and until next time, as always, adios.